India rejects Hague position on Indus Water Treaty. A major geopolitical flashpoint is building in South Asia. But what is IWT? The Indus Waters Treaty, 1960, is a water distribution agreement between India and Pakistan, brokered by the World Bank. It grants India control over 3 eastern rivers, Ravi, Beas, Sutlej, and Pakistan control over 3 western rivers, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab. India has taken a hard position on external legal pressure surrounding the Indus Waters Treaty. And this is far bigger than a legal disagreement. Because when countries fight over water, they are fighting over survival. The Indus River system supports millions. And now diplomacy, sovereignty, and strategic control are colliding. Think of this treaty as a pressure valve between 2 nuclear neighbors. It survived wars, political hostility, military crises. But today, India's posture signals something important. As per India's External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ranveer Jaiswal, our position on the Indus Waters Treaty has been consistent. As I said earlier, the treaty remains in abeyance in response to Pakistan's sponsorship of cross-border terrorism. Pakistan must credibly and irrevocably end its support for cross-border terrorism. This is no longer treaty management, this is strategic signaling. Water is becoming leverage. And if tensions rise, the consequences could move far beyond courtrooms. So what happens next? Does this remain legal theater? Or does it evolve into a larger regional confrontation? Because in geopolitics, water can be more explosive than oil. Drop your thoughts below. Our next story is on strategic collaboration. India and the Netherlands just signed 17 strategic agreements. Sounds diplomatic. But this is really about business. Technology, energy, trade, education, and long-term geopolitical positioning. This is Europe increasing its stake in India's future. Both sides agreed to political dialogue, economic cooperation and investments, water, agriculture and health, emerging technologies, innovation, science and education, energy transition, sustainable development and maritime development, defense cooperation. The Netherlands is one of Europe's most important trade gateways. India is one of the fastest-growing strategic economies. Now connect the dots. Semiconductors, renewable energy, digital infrastructure, ports, innovation partnerships. This is not symbolism. It is strategic economic architecture. Why does this matter? Because partnerships like this drive capital, jobs, technology transfer, and supply chain diversification. Europe wants stronger alternatives. India wants global scale. This partnership could become much bigger than today's headlines. Our next report is on the India's urban infrastructure. India's cities need $854 billion. Don't be surprised. According to a recent Brickwork ratings report, India's cities need more than $854 billion in infrastructure investment. India will require nearly 80 rupees lakh crore, $854.43 billion in urban infrastructure investment by 2037 to support rapid urbanization and economic growth. That number sounds enormous. But the real story is what happens without it. Traffic collapse, water shortages, power stress, housing pressure, urban systems breaking under growth. The report highlighted that urban areas are expected to contribute close to 70% of India's GDP by 2036, making sustainable city financing a national priority. To address this, the government has introduced the Urban Challenge Fund, a 1 rupee lakh crore, $10.79 billion initiative aimed at shifting urban development from grant-based support to market-driven financing. The report stated that the scheme could mobilize nearly 4 rupees lakh crore, $42.72 billion in urban investments over the next 5 years through blended financing mechanisms. India's cities are economic engines. But engines need infrastructure. Roads, transit, water systems, waste management, digital infrastructure, power grids. This is not optional spending. This is urban survival planning. The report further noted that urban local bodies will be required to raise at least 50% of project funding through municipal bonds, bank loans, or public-private partnerships before receiving central support. The center will contribute 25% of project costs, while the remaining share will come from state governments or urban local bodies. According to Brickwork Ratings, this model is expected to improve financial discipline, transparency, and city creditworthiness, particularly in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. And for investors? This is one of the largest infrastructure opportunities anywhere in the world. Construction, utilities, real estate, smart cities, urban transformation. India's next economic chapter may be built city by city. Ola Electric $214 million EV push this our next report. Ola Electric is investing another $214 million. Not into marketing. Not into hype. Into EV and battery manufacturing. Ola Electric Mobility has approved an investment of 2,000 rupees crore, $214 million into its subsidiaries focused on electric vehicle, EV, and battery cell manufacturing, as the company looks to strengthen localization and deepen vertical integration across its operations. The investment, cleared by the company's board, will be infused into Ola Cell Technologies and Ola Electric Technologies over a period ending May 2027. That matters because EV competition is no longer about selling vehicles. It is about controlling production. Battery cells are the heart of electric vehicle economics. The move is aimed at enhancing manufacturing efficiency, reducing dependence on external suppliers, and improving cost competitiveness in India's rapidly evolving EV market. According to company disclosures, the subsidiaries will continue to remain fully owned by Ola Electric after the capital infusion. Control the battery, and you control margins. Supply. Pricing power. Scale. That is why this move matters. Ola is trying to become more than a vehicle brand. The latest investment comes amid intensifying competition in the electric two-wheeler segment, where established players such as Ather Energy, Bajaj Auto, and TVS Motor have expanded their market presence. It wants to become an EV manufacturing ecosystem. Ola Electric has increasingly focused on battery technology and domestic cell manufacturing as part of its long-term profitability strategy. Reports indicate that the company has already invested around 5,300 rupees crore, $566 million across manufacturing, battery technology, cells, and research and development initiatives. But execution is everything. Manufacturing is where ambitious stories either become giants or collapse under pressure. Can Ola scale? Or is this another expensive EV gamble? Report on foreign investment. Tencent bets on India creator economy. Tencent is making a move into India's creator economy. Gaming, animation, digital media. And this is not just entertainment. Tencent has announced an investment of over 10 rupees crore, $1.08 million in India's animation, visual effects, gaming and comics (VGC) sector, signaling growing global confidence in the country's expanding creator economy. This is a bet on attention as an economic asset. India has one of the world's youngest digital populations. Creators are becoming businesses. Gaming ecosystems are becoming industries. Animation is becoming exportable intellectual property. Tencent understands platform economics. The future belongs where attention scales. The Chinese technology company has signed separate multi-year partnerships with the Services Export Promotion Council, SAPC, and the Game Developers Association of India, GDAI, to strengthen India's gaming and animation ecosystem. The initiative will focus on skill development, training programs, mentorship opportunities, and industry collaborations aimed at nurturing creators, developers, and animation professionals across the country. Tencent stated that the partnerships are intended to create practical growth pathways for Indian talent while supporting innovation in the digital entertainment sector. Why does this matter? Because creator economies create jobs, media businesses, advertising revenue, digital exports, tech ecosystems. The development aligns with India's broader push towards expanding its orange economy, which includes industries driven by creativity, digital content, and cultural innovation. According to industry estimates highlighted in the report, India's EVGC sector is expected to require nearly 2 million professionals by 2030, creating significant employment and export opportunities. India may be building its next major digital growth engine right now. For more Southeast Asia and global geopolitical updates, stay connected to @Golden Rule 16.